Greetings. It's exciting times in the life of Christ UMC as we begin a new year. We're also having some new beginnings in terms of worship venues and what that might mean for our church family and for our community. As you may or may not know, Jeremy Steele, who's worked for many years with our youth ministry, now has sort of a new responsibility. And he is our next generation pastor, and he's going to be doing a lot of creative things to help us reach more and more people. We're very excited to have Jeremy in that role. We want to talk a little bit about new venues for worship today. Get some of Jeremy's ideas and things we've talked about, how we might continue to reach people at different times, maybe in different places on our campus. So I'm really excited about that. But the only reason for doing any of that is so that we could reach more and more people with the good news of the love and grace of Jesus Christ. Jeremy, I'm excited about what we're thinking about doing.
Yeah. You know, Jeff, we talked and we realized that Sunday morning isn't always a convenient time or even a possible time for people to worship. And if the only thing that preventing them from coming to worship is that Sunday morning time slot, we don't want that to stop people from getting to hear the good news and be part of a worshiping community. And so over this next year, we're going to be trying several different time slots and location options for worship venues. Very
good. And you know, I think this is sort of born out of not only our vision and our creativity, but it's born out of necessity as well. As many of you know, if you search for a parking spot on Sunday morning, it can be a very difficult thing to find. And so we're really at a saturation point on Sunday mornings with our 5 morning services now. So there's a lot of vision and creativity in trying to do this, but also it's being born out of some necessity.
That's right. Necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so the first 2 that we're going to be starting, we're going to be starting at the Sunday after Super Bowl Sunday, 4:30 and 7:30. And so the 4:30 time slot is really geared towards young families. It's trying to hit that golden hour that's post-nap and pre-dinner time. And there will be nursery for the youngest, as well as elementary school choirs and preschool choirs for the older children. The other great thing about it is that if people need to bring their children with them to worship, everyone in there has the cry filter, because we're all young families, and it won't be as distracting, and people don't need to be as kind of self-conscious about having that as part of that worship service.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about that 4:30 service on Sunday afternoon, because that's post-nap for me as well.
Yeah, and then the 7:30 is the other one, and that's really for young adults. There's no child care provided for that, but you know, we realize that a lot of young adults have commitments late on Saturday nights, or are traveling on the weekends and get back just in time for work the next morning on Monday morning, and so that time slot is really geared towards them. For these 2 worship services, I'm going to be preaching, and Courtney Cox is going to be helping organize some of our really talented musicians to help bring some relevant music to those worship services. And those are going to start that Sunday after the Super Bowl Sunday in February.
Very good. Well, I'm excited, and I'm encouraging all of you within the life of our church family to be praying for these new venues, these new worship services, and help us spread the word about them as well, and invite others for these unique time slots, unique worship opportunities. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you.